Hello everybody, this is Mihaela and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to That Garden Life. This is a series that I have on my channel where I show you our garden transformation. Last week I caught you up on the latest, which was really finishing the side garden, getting our delivery of plants, and finally placing our plants in the right spots in the back garden and in the secret garden. This week we had the exciting task of actually planting everything, and to be as prepared as possible, the night before the team arrived, we actually positioned the plants in the exact spots that we wanted. We spent possibly about 4 hours and a half creating a replica of the arrangement that would be in the front garden on our back lawn, and this proved to be quite challenging but also extremely rewarding. It actually saved a lot of time in the long run because we knew exactly where the plants would go, and we took into consideration the patio and the distance to the fence and all of that. So the morning when the team arrived to help us, Garrett woke up, I think it was 5:30 when he woke up, and he moved all the plants from the back to the front garden. And this was really great to see where we had some gaps, what plants needed to be moved around, that sort of thing. Doing this at night was actually our only chance of being efficient and working together as a team, because doing it with Harper, as I told you in last week's video, just takes so much longer. It was actually a lot tougher with the front garden because there are so many more plants, and again there was pots without labels, so we had to play that guessing game of figuring out where the plants go. In terms of how we actually positioned them, we followed a set arrangement that we had designed previously, but we also made some creative choices on the spot in terms of what looked good. To plant these beauties, Mark, Tom and Charlotte came to help us, and of course Garrett could not resist, put his gardening gloves on and got involved and worked alongside the team. I really wish I could have gotten involved as well and planted alongside them, but as usual I assumed my role as creative director and I took footage of everything that was going on because I like to put together my nice montages, as you know by now. The job took about oh my god, itchy nose. The job took about 4 hours and we were so happy with what it looked like in the end. Now for the remainder of the week, of course, Garrett had to tinker with a few other aspects in the garden just to make it look really put together, really clean and really tidy. So the first thing he did was to use up some of this leftover rock that we had from the rock wall in the back garden and created these borders around the pear trees, which makes it look really nice, really neat, and it just ties it all in together with the rock wall. We also had some extra wood that we had pulled out from the ground, which used to be the border of the lawn on the right hand side, and he cut it in 3 pieces and actually put this border between the fence and the lawn. This is actually a suggestion that came from our dear subscriber Christiana. Thank you so much, Christiana, for commenting on last week's video, giving us the idea. Christiana's point was that having the lawn go all the way up to the fence will be really annoying when we want to mow the lawn. It would be much better to actually have a border between the fence and the lawn. Garrett also took care of that area behind the garage, which is where we have our composting bins. We love composting. Like this video if you love composting as well. I feel so good every single time we compost various vegetable or fruit or peels or fruit that ends up on the floor after Harper eats. It just gives me such a good feeling because I know that we're creating this rich, nutritious soil which is going to be amazing for when we plant our fruit and vegetable. Anyway, that area in the back looked a little bit ugly. It was basically like a heaven for spiders and whatnot. So what he did is he used the remainder of the rock that we had, created this nice little wall, and actually planted some greenery in there. Now the plants that we have currently planted in there weren't meant to go there. They were meant to go in the secret garden, but we actually did a little bit more reading on them and they have quite invasive roots. I don't know the name of them now. I'm going to try and put it on the screen. And Garrett was reading that they tend to pop up in different parts of the garden where you wouldn't necessarily want them. That would kind of ruin the look, and we didn't really want them to kind of take over the garden. So we just isolated them in the back of the garage, and it looks really nice now. The area is quite nice, welcoming and inviting, and it's no longer a scary spider heaven. I mentioned in the last video that we still need our side gate and front gate to be delivered and installed, and you know, until then the garden isn't like 100% ready. We still need a bit of patience to get to the finish line. Next week we will be receiving the side gate and a very special delivery for the secret garden, which is also off the back of a suggestion from one of our subscribers. So you know, if you comment below and you give me some suggestions and ideas we could do in the garden, who knows, we can actually implement some of them and you can see them in real life. So do make sure to check in next week. It might be a shorter episode, but still nevertheless an update with how things are progressing in the garden. Now I did get a question about this from last week, and I thought I would put together the list of plants we actually bought. So just keep in mind that the ones in the back garden and the secret garden are shade lovers, and they, you know, do thrive in clay soil. This is the soil we have here, but as I said, we have put so much topsoil in there that I don't think the clay soil matters that much at this point. However, just keep in mind what's in the back loves shade. In the front garden, they absolutely tolerate sun. So I will put a list of the botanical names of the plants that we got in the description box below if you're interested, if you want some inspiration for your own garden. So that's it. Thanks for watching again. Let me know in the comments what you think of the update. It's been such a long time coming, and I just absolutely love the way it looks. I'd love to hear your views as well. Have a lovely week until next Sunday, and I'll catch you in the comments. Take care. Bye.